kind of sad we're already halfway through this team and we still haven't used a G-Max Snorlax even once. We brought the Snorlax to games, but we haven't Gigantamaxed it at all. Hey everyone, James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2020 VGC Battle. Today is the third episode using this Savali pledge team once again with Savali, the Inteleon, Snorlax, G-Max form. We have Arcanine, the Togekiss, and Excadrill. So yeah, we haven't really used it too much. The Snorlax, at least, we have used Pledge one time, actually. Kind of wish we get to use it more, but then again, we are only 2 episodes in. This is the 3rd episode, so we're kind of around that midway point. Let's see if we can find some games, and hopefully we can do well in them, and see how well the Pledge mode does, because I feel like most of my games were set up the Pledge, get in Snorlax safely, belly drum, G-Max, win. That was usually what it goes, but we haven't really been doing that. We're going to see Dragapult, the Gastrodon, Excadrill, Whimsicott, Tyranitar, and Arcanine. So, interesting team, for sure. I do like, actually, the Pledge mode here. It's actually very useful against my opponent. Yeah, I like the Pledge mode. I can set it up pretty easily against my opponent, and it would do work. I definitely like the Snorlax in the back, and I think the Arcanine because my opponent has a lot of physical attackers on my opponent's side. So getting an Intimidate off into the Excadrill, Tyranitar, or the Arcanine would be pretty solid for the Snorlax. Yeah, we'll get started. But yeah, I am pretty excited. Let's see how this is going to go. We finally get to bring this mode once again, and hopefully we'll be able to pull it off. But yeah, we just go for the... We're going to go for the pledges. Of course, there's a problem, of course, where my opponent could predict where the pledges go. I also don't know how the thing works with when it's Gastrodon coming out. I don't know if that's soft pledges or not, because I feel like the water pledge is weighted for the grass pledge and then attacks, but I don't know if the storm drain affects that. So I'm going to target the Excadrill down. I'm not risking dealing with the Tyranitar with that weakness policy option, so double up into the Excadrill slot. Maybe a smart play from my opponent could be to protect the Excadrill. I have no idea if my opponent's going to go for the protective Excadrill and risk the Tyranitar, but it'd be a good play for my opponent. Hopefully there's no Rock Slide, because flinches would be really frustrating to deal with. But we are going to see the Rock Slide. Inteleon dodging that, so that's very nice. And please get the pledge off. Okay, good. Nice. So we're able to get the pledge off. We're able to hit the Excadrill, do some good damage. The swamp is enveloping against this team. Fire Blast coming out. Oh, but I'm not a grass type. Not a grass type. Burns me a little bit, unfortunate, but not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, I don't mind that. Because it will actually activate my berry. Yeah, okay. So it's special Tyranitar at the very least mixed. Huh, interesting. So I get to go for a parting shot, I think, into the Tyranitar slot, and I think I get to go for a water pledge in the Excadrill, unless of course there is the Gastrodon switch in, which not sure my opponent would, but because I do have that option just to go for the pledge attacks again. So I think I'm just gonna go for it anyway. No switch out from my opponent, which is very nice, so I am able to knock out the Excadrill. So Excadrill will go down here, and I will get a parting shot into the Tyranitar, which will allow me to get into the Snorlax for free and start going for that belly drum, and then hopefully the Gigantamax form, which is what I want to do this entire time. So Savali will retreat here into the Snorlax here. We'll take any attack from this Tyranitar. If it's a special attack, we're going to eat it up. If it's a physical attack, we eat it up. Because of how we're invested. Another Fire Blast coming out, huh? That does absolutely nothing with our Thick Fat, plus that Snorlax being at -1. So, very, very nice here. As let's see what my opponent's going to do here. What are you going to bring out next? Let me see. Could be Arcanine. Could be the Whimsicott actually going to come out. Okay. Interesting decision. Maybe going to set up the Tailwind, which I think is fine realistically for me. I'm going to belly drum up and go for the Air Slash, because I'll probably knock out the Whimsicott unless it is invested. So yeah, I'm going to go for the Air Slash. I'll do a lot to the Whimsicott. I could Ice Shard it to KO at the following turn potentially. And yeah, there could be a Taunt, which wouldn't be too bad, I think. I don't mind Taunt. We're actually going to see the Dynamax from the Tyranitar. Okay. Not what I expected, but okay with that. It's at -1 anyway with both its stats. I'm not going to attack it with a super effective move or anything. So we're going to see that Tyranitar does go for the Dynamax here, which will... Let's see. Whimsicott going to go for the Tailwind, which is fine because the speed isn't going to matter too much. It might also be my Snorlax potentially. We'll see. Because the Pledge is still in effect here. So Air Slash into the Whimsicott. That's a lot less than I expected. I think it's max HP Whimsicott. Here comes the Belly Drum. So this Snorlax is going to be boosted. And let's see what the Tyranitar goes for. Because I'm not sure. Maybe Max Darkness? It's going to be Max Darkness. Okay. Into the Inteleon slot. That did nothing. That actually did nothing. That's kind of pathetic damage. The question is, did the Pledge go down now? I think it did, right? I mean, I think I'll still be fine. No, Pledge didn't go down. Good. Alright. I get to go for G-Max Replenish into Tyranitar. And actually, no, I think I just double up the Whimsicott slot. Yeah, there's no reason not to double up the Whimsicott slot because if it protects, it goes down anyway. I get rid of the Tailwind user, force my opponent down to the last two. So I am going to Ice Shard the Whimsicott slot because of the fact that I probably knock out with Inteleon, I want to say. I don't know, that's tough. I don't have much investment on the Inteleon. I mean, I don't have any investment on the Inteleon, but I'm assuming it's super effective being able to knock out the Whimsicott at least. Hopefully, because if it self-Moonblast and its weakness Posse Tyranitar, then the game is changed immensely. So we will Dynamax with our Snorlax, or Gigantamax. The first Gigantamax with the Snorlax only took 3 episodes, but hey, we finally got it. So we got this big boy Snorlax. Look at that tree! Look at that tree! Why does it look like from that Mystery Why does it look like from Mystery Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Super? Wait, what was it? Super? Whatever the last one was. That's what it looked like. It looks like the path to that tree. Oh, I don't knock it out. That's very sad. What? Beat up. Oh, it was beat up with Arcanine. Still faster. Get the G-Max Replenish off. So let's see if we can get the berry back. Whimsicott goes down. Nope. Max Flare gonna come out, huh? Into Snorlax. I have Thick Fat. Yeah. And that actually gets rid of the sand, so that means my Inteleon's gonna survive the turn. Okay. That's an interesting one. Maybe setting up for an Arcanine in the back? Potentially? I feel like that's what my opponent was aiming for. Which is fine. The problem is, like... Yeah, it is Arcanine in the back. Okay. Is Swamp gone? Oh, Swamp is gone, yeah. Okay. I live Flare Blitz. I'm not sure if I live Close Combat or anything, but I think I'm just going to go for the G-Max Replenish and actually just go hard into Arcanine for the Intimidate to deal with the opposing Arcanine, since I'll probably live I could live a double up from my opponent's Pokemon. So, and it is my best shot. I could technically protect with my Snorlax, which might be more optimal, but I think it's fine just to go for the G-Max Replenish here, because I want the way to get rid of the Arcanine immediate. Oh, just extreme speed. Okay. Or any Inteleon, huh? I don't think Inteleon was a threat, which is interesting. Max Darkness going to come out in the Snorlax. We're at -1, but I mean, yeah, I mean, the Tyranitar was also at -1 anyway, so not really doing too much there. As nice. Get the G-Max Replenish off into the Arcanine, and that will KO it. Yeah, okay. Did we get a berry back? Yeah, we found a citrus berry. Nice. So Snorlax is going to be able to eat a berry, heal back a little bit of HP, and yeah, this is looking like game. I can sack Inteleon now because Inteleon's not going to do anything. Save that Choice Band at Close Combat to deal with the Tyranitar once Tailwind ends, because there's one more turn of Tailwind, but I am a Choice Band at Arcanine, so not exactly the best position for it. So I will go for a G-Max Replenish into the Tyranitar slot, which can't knock me out, can't flinch me, and we'll sack our Inteleon here. So, retreat. The Arcanine always just have the guaranteed win con here. Tyranitar are going to protect, which is fine, because if I get the berry back, like, my opponent's even in a worse spot than before. So, G-Max replenish once again. Maybe I should have targeted down my Inteleon just to make this faster. But then again, I think the Tyranitar could have went for an attack here into that slot. We don't get the berry back, so we got it, what, 1 out of 3 times, I think? Yeah, about 1 out of 3 times, I think. See how much Devil Edge does, but I will go for an Air Slash, I guess, into the Tyranitar. I'm not activating a weakness policy. I'm not going to risk activating a weakness policy ever. So we missed, which is fine. Snorlax is faster than Tyranitar, actually, outside Tailwind. We did a pretty good amount to that Tyranitar. Let me just say that. Dark Pulse going to come out into the Inteleon slot. Inteleon going to go down, but that's completely fine. I get to bring out my Arcanine, click Close Combat, and that is going to be a good game. Let me see. So I'm guessing it was Dark Pulse, Ancient Power, Fire Blast, Protect, I'm guessing. So unless it's Rock Slide and unless it's Quick Claw and starts flinching me and stuff like that, I'll be able to win this game. But I just E-Speed to avoid that quick. Yeah, I might as well just Extreme Speed to avoid that situation, right? If it is randomly a Quick Claw Tyranitar, for instance. I think it is the best play. Because this avoids the flinch factors from all the Quick Claws that could activate if there's a crit. I mean, I think Extreme Speed knocks out, potentially. I don't know. But yeah. Just trying to make the odds very less possible for this Tyranitar to win. If it is like some kind of random Quick Claw and just like, you know, destroy me. Because like I would probably win anyway if it's not Quick Claw. But if it is Quick Claw, this lowers the odds of my opponent even further. And yeah, I just knock out the Tyranitar. So perfect. Tyranitar does go down. I probably want to do that in a tournament just because like Quick Claw Tyranitar are super rare and I would be revealing that I am choice banded. I would just go for the Flare Blitz at that point. But since this is the best of 1 battle spot, I'm not going to risk that where there is a potential for me to lose the game based off that. So yeah. I'm gonna move the camera a bit down because there is like a bit of my green screen popping up. There we go. And let's see what my opponent's team was. Life Orb Dragapult. That was Psychic Fangs. It gets Psychic Fangs? I did not know that. Brindleberry Gastrodon. Alright, leftovers actually. Okay. Choice Banded Excadrill with Protect. Huh. That's an interesting one. Maybe just for Max Guard. Tailwind, Light Screen, Taunt, Beat Up, Whimsicott. Really interesting Whimsicott. It is like near max HP Whimsicott again. We've only really faced that. We were going to see the Tyranitar with Weakness Policy. Hydro Pump. It doesn't have a rock move. Huh. It doesn't have a rock move. It was Weakness Policy though. And it's Assault Vest Arcanine. Why did my opponent decide to Extreme Speed over Close Combat there? Oh well. I don't think it would have knocked out regardless. We're going to pick up that first window and we're going to go on for a second game of today's episode. And let's see how we're going to do. We're kind of climbing up a bit more steadily now. My record's not exactly the best though, but then again, we've been changing to these new teams. And every time like I feel like I get comfortable with the old team, there is that new team that we do want to try. So we got Beefy here as our next opponent. 3506. We're rocking the hard Trick Room stuff with the NDD, the male NDD actually, with the Conkeldurr, Sylveon, Rhyperior, the Gallade, and Duosion. I can't pronounce this Pokemon's name, Reuniculus, or whatever it's called. I'm just going to call it Duosion Evolution. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, this is going to be tough. This is going to be very, very tough. Very scary team. We don't exactly have the best matchup against this. Yeah, because I don't have anything that really knocks out immediately. I'm going to go with the Togekiss, I think, with the Arcanine lead, because I just threaten a lot of offensive presence. And then bring in the back those Pokemon. Excadrill could be good against the Sylveon, but Choice Band and Arcanine would probably OHKO it. My goal is to get rid of the Trick Room users with Choice Band, Flare Blitz into the Airstream, which I think could work. Of course, there is the Rhyperior, which I do gotta watch out for, because that Pokemon's a threat. That Pokemon's a very big threat. And that's why I'm leaning with Arcanine, because I want to intimidate that Pokemon if it leads here. So, very, very scary team. Very scary team for us. Let's see how this is gonna go. Yeah, I'm not sure. This is the one problem with Pledge, especially with my team, which is more a hyper offensive Pledge team. We don't exactly have the best dynamic here. And wow, what is this lead? Arcanine plus... Okay. I mean, the Arcanine is my lead, but like, what the heck is this lead? Psychic Terrain setup. Psychic Surge. Okay, this one's interesting. This isn't like a follow me setup, so I'm trying to figure out what is my opponent going to really attempt to do here. This is very, very bad. I think I'm going to Flare Blitz and Air Slash the Reinniculus anyway. Yeah. Because it probably has a way that can set... Oh, no. No. It has Protect. I thought it'd be like 3-text Trick Room or something. Here comes the Trick Room. Yeah. That's how it goes sometimes. We really don't have an answer to this. I really don't have a Psychic Switch either, which is unfortunate. And was it really a guessing game turn 1 that I couldn't anticipate? I want to say the Rhyperior is going to come out here. So I'm going to Dazzle and Gleam, get some chip, and switch out into my thing. But there's also the Psychic opportunity for my opponent. And I feel like I'm going to need Intimidate in order to win this. Looks like there is no Rhyperior switch, so this is going very poorly. This is going extremely poorly. We'll bring out the Savali here. That's the Pokemon that's Dynamaxing? Oh my lord. Did I even have anything for this team? I don't think I did. I would have had to double up the male NDD and predict the Reinniculus not to go. But I had to call which one was going for Trick Room. I guess it makes more sense that the NDD has Trick Room, but I wasn't sure. I switch doesn't matter. I was going for Gleam anyway. Max Mindstorm. Into Togekiss. No, it's actually into that. I really just don't know if I can win. I'll attempt it, but like I still don't think I can win. I'm gonna Belly Drum up. Gonna follow me. Yeah, this is really bad. I think the Conkeldurr is gonna clean me up in the end game. Yeah, I don't think I had much for this team. Like, I have ways to outpower or outstall Trick Room, but this one was just like, I didn't have much because there wasn't like a Bronzong. I really struggle against Dusclops Trick Room too. Helping Hand is gonna come out, which is bad still. Because I'm losing 2 Pokemon at this point. I think it's going to be Snorlax versus the world, and I'm going to lose at that point. So, we're going to see the Max Mindstorm once again into the Togekiss slot. Togekiss going to not survive, obviously, because, like, Helping Hand, Psychic Terrain, Max Mindstorm, and I'm thinking that's Life Orb Magic Guard on the Reinniculus. So, yeah, that is very bad. Yeah. This is very bad. So I'll go on Arcanine, and I'm gonna max the Snorlax and go for the attack into the Reinniculus with the G-Max replenish, and then go for the Flare Blitz here and hope that I can pull off a miracle somehow, which is very unlikely. So go for the max replenish, go for the Flare Blitz. I don't think we can win this game. I mean, there's a small window of opportunity. One, if like Helping Hand Max Mindstorm doesn't knock out the Snorlax, which it might not if it's not Life Orb, but I feel like if it's Life Orb, I just go down anyway. I could Max Guard here technically, but the thing is my opponent could read that, go out into the Arcanine slot, and then I'd be absolutely screwed regardless. So I gotta make a read here regardless, and I think like even if I lose this read, if I get the chance that Snorlax survives somehow, then that's what I'm gonna go for. So we'll bring out the Snorlax here. The problem is the Snorlax has no special defense investment whatsoever. So let's see what's going to come out here. Ally Switch, not Helping Hand? Max Mindstorm. It is Arcanine anyway. I'm actually really surprised if it's a Max Mindstorm, if anything. Alright, can we get a berry back? I guess it wouldn't matter at this point, but, you know, if we got a berry back, we do get a berry back, okay. Maybe this can be pulled off? I don't know. Conkeldurr is going to come out. Maybe I hope I live close combat into Max Mindstorm once again. Still very tough. Actually, no, the Nicholas is finished, right? Because it used Max Mindstorm 3 times. Yeah, okay, so the Dynamax is over. Rhyperior is going to come out, actually. Okay. I'm just gonna target down that Nicholas. The Rhyperior, maybe I can handle in a 1v1 scenario. It just looks really bad. I'm not gonna lie. This looks pretty unwinnable at this point. We're gonna see the high horsepower into the Focus Blast. It's just so much. We'll proc my berry on the Snorlax. Get a Max G-Man replenish off. I need a Citrus Berry right now if I have any chance to win this. So, knock out the Nicholas. I do get a critical hit, which does not matter. Do I get a berry? I do get the Citrus Berry back. Okay, that puts me in. That puts me in. I need one more berry, I think. I think Conkeldurr is the last Pokemon. Trick Room returns to normal, so Snorlax is the fastest Pokemon in the field. The problem is the Psychic Terrain disappears, which is bad because Conkeldurr can follow up with a Mach Punch potentially. Is going to be that Conkeldurr slot. The question is, does Conkeldurr protect or not? Because if it protects, my best place to target into the Conkeldurr slot if it doesn't have protect or doesn't use protect. And my best place to target the Rhyperior if the Conkeldurr protects. I gotta call it. I'll go for the Rhyperior. I'll gamble right here. I will gamble. And even then, I think I lose anyway, because I'm pretty sure Flame or Mach Punch will finish off my Snorlax at the point. Actually, I should have just started a Conkeldurr and hope for the crit. Protect. It is a protect, though. Okay. Max Darkness into the Rhyperior, which I don't think knocks out, because Rhyperior is super bulky. Yeah, it didn't knock out. I should have went for Max G Replenish. Special Defense falls. High horsepower. Yeah, that's game. Because you can Mach Punch now. There's the Flame Orb. The question is, I don't know if the G-Max Replenish to Protect crit knocks out Conkeldurr. I don't actually know if that KOs Conkeldurr. So I don't know if I could have won even if I went for that play. Like, this was pretty tough. Like, this matchup was very tough. I don't really know how I specifically was going to be able to win this one. So, yeah. Because I'm trying to think. The ways I win this are, like, super slim. I would have had to double up the NDD, but I would have had to anticipate the Protect. Because if, like, me and Nicholas went for Trick Room instead, or if there was a Psychic, like, I was losing a Pokemon anyway, regardless. So, yeah. I guess since I know NDD is probably always having Trick Room, I should have went for it. But I wasn't sure my opponent was going to try to Trick Room with NDD, because if I was an offensive set, or if I Dynamax Togekiss and I double up the NDD slot, it probably would have went down regardless to like a Flare list, so it's like an Airstream. So that's why I didn't think that NDD was actually going to Trick Room, because Nicholas tends to be bulky out of the two Pokemon. Because the male NDD is actually not the bulkiest one. So that's why I made that double up into the Nicholas, because I thought that Pokemon was set up to Trick Room. But yeah. And then I just lost Pokemon and I couldn't do anything. Like, I got like the maximum value, but I really just couldn't do much. Yeah. But that is pretty much going to be it for today's episode of VGC 2020. Maybe my opponent missed Focus Blast, but no, I think maybe if there was a Focus Blast miss, actually, there could have been a chance, potentially. Potentially, I don't know. I still think Mach Punch would have been doing too much. I had Double Edge, so the Double Edge recoil was going to be way too much. I'm not exactly too sure about that. But hope that everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2020 Baek Battles. We go 1-1 in today's episode, I believe. Did we go 2? No, I think we went 1-1. Yeah, we played the Sand Team turn 1. Hope everyone enjoyed today's episode. If you did like it, please leave a like down below to support, as well as you can leave a comment down below and share this video with your friends. Of course, if you want to go an extra mile, support my content, there is my Patreon page and my Twitch channel you can go check out. But in the description down below, there is a Pace Business team if you do want to go try it out, alongside my other stuff. Thank you to all the support recently. It means a lot to me. But otherwise, I think that's going to be pretty much it. Have a great day, people. Until we bow again, I'll catch y'all later.